We've all heard the creepy saying, "No one will hear your cry in space," and it's true. Space is mostly a vast emptiness with lots of, well, space. But don't be fooled. Space isn't completely quiet. In fact, it's filled with various sounds, some of which are downright spine-chilling. In this video, I will showcase some of the most unsettling sounds ever recorded in space. The sounds we hear on Earth are essentially vibrations in air molecules. When we scream, for instance, these vibrations travel to our ears, get transmitted to the brain, and we recognize them as sound. Now, the challenge in space is that there are almost no molecules. It's mostly a vacuum. However, NASA manages to record cosmic sounds using special techniques. In space, there are certain types of waves, like radio waves, that don't rely on molecules. NASA's satellites, acting as cosmic heroes, pick up these radio waves. Instead of needing our regular hearing, we require devices like radios to interpret them. These satellites capture various waves such as plasma fluctuations and magnetic fields, transforming them into soundtracks. Some of these recordings can be quite eerie, to say the least. Eerie sounds of the magnetic field consider our magnetic field, which acts like an invisible shield safeguarding our planet from harmful elements like radiation and solar winds. Traditionally, we couldn't see, feel, or hear it. Well, until recently. Scientists from the Technical University of Denmark utilized magnetic waves recorded by the ESA Swarm satellite, turning them into an audio track with a rather eerie outcome. The result resembles a creepy entity lurking in the darkness, creating a sense of a spider crawling nearby when you think about Earth's magnetic field maps. This isn't the only peculiar sound we've detected on Earth. Puzzling signals and the echoes of Nikola Tesla. Another unusual radio emission from space caught scientists' attention. They discovered a repeating signal originating billions of light years away. Typically, fast radio bursts last only a few milliseconds. But this one was unique, lasting about 3 seconds, thousands of times longer than usual. The signal was remarkably precise, almost like a heartbeat. Scientists attribute this signal to pulsars, or neutron stars. Interestingly, Nikola Tesla once observed something similar, interpreting it as a message from extraterrestrial life. Unfortunately, back then, the concept of pulsars wasn't known, revealing a less exciting truth. Black hole spine-chilling sounds. Among the scariest objects in the universe is a black hole, and NASA's Chandra Space Telescope recorded a spine-chilling sound while studying a galaxy cluster in the Perseus constellation. Researchers observed unusual undulating movements emanating from the cluster's center, spreading out like circles on water. Scientists believe this phenomenon is caused by a supermassive black hole, which, rather unexpectedly, doesn't always devour objects entirely. Sometimes it spits them out, causing vibrations in gases that can be converted into soundtracks. What's intriguing is that each wave's oscillation lasts approximately 10 million years. The recorded sound is significantly accelerated, with scientists reducing the delay between oscillations by about 144 quadrillion times. The result is one of the eeriest sounds on the list. Not loud or wild, but with a dark and disturbing quality. Additionally, NASA recently shared an unsettling audio clip from a supermassive black hole situated 250 million light-years away at the core of the Perseus cluster of galaxies. The acoustic waves from this black hole were elevated by 57 and 58 octaves, creating an eerie howling with an otherworldly undertone, adding a sense of displeasure or anger to the cosmic soundscape. Venturing far into the outer reaches of the Saturnian system, the Cassini-Huygens Automatic Interplanetary Station, launched in 1997, caught a peculiar signal. While flying past Saturn, Cassini recorded a rather unsettling sound, resembling the terrifying cry of thousands of souls. Interestingly, these are just radio waves, distinct from the auroras on Earth. Subsequently, Cassini received recordings of sounds produced by lightning and thunderstorms on Saturn, resembling popping corn or a Geiger counter due to their unique frequency. Transitioning from the solar system to outer space, the iconic Voyager 1, launched in 1977, continues to relay data even after 40 years. In 2012, it left the solar system and entered interstellar space. During its journey into the unknown, Voyager 1 detected the sound of plasma waves, initially spanning 7 months but condensed to a 12-second snippet by scientists. While not exactly eerie, these sounds are still somewhat unsettling. Despite this, Saturn's cosmic horrors remain unparalleled. Venus. Probes, perils, and the enigmatic symphony. Turning our attention to other planets, let's journey back 4 decades when scientists undertook a proactive exploration of Venus. In their quest for knowledge, they dispatched a fleet of 10 probes, each armed with the mission of capturing both audio and video footage from the surface of this enigmatic planet. The results, however, unveiled a disconcerting symphony of sounds emanating from Venus, a celestial body notorious for its capacity to thwart any attempts at approach. Venus, touted as the most hazardous planet in our solar system, lived up to its ominous reputation, delivering a cacophony that could induce trepidation. The unsettling sounds recorded during this exploration mirrored the inhospitable nature of Venus, a realm where attempting a close encounter seemed tantamount to courting disaster. Regrettably, the atmospheric conditions of Venus proved even more toxic than the average Twitter user's online banter. As the probes valiantly approached the planet's surface, the hostile environment took its toll, causing these courageous explorers to succumb swiftly. Their noble mission to unravel the mysteries of Venus was cut short by the planet's inhospitality, leaving behind a haunting reminder of the perils that lurk in the vast expanses of our solar system. Juno's astonishing encounter. Now, let's delve into the realm of Jupiter, the colossal gas giant that dwarfs Earth by a factor of 11 and never ceases to instill a sense of awe and fear. NASA's Juno probe, on its regular orbits around Jupiter every few weeks, recorded a remarkable incident. Traveling at an astonishing speed of 130,000 miles per hour, Juno captured one of the most potent invisible signals it had ever encountered. The source of this cosmic commotion was the intense clash between Jupiter's magnetic field and the ferocious solar wind. The resulting sound, akin to a cosmic boom, originally spanned 2 hours, but was condensed into a few seconds. Upon listening, it resembles the collision of a sea wave with a rugged rock, encapsulating the dynamic forces at play in the vast expanse of Jupiter's atmosphere.
2, 1, 0, all engine running.
Apollo 10's lunar enigma. Shifting our focus from planets to the moon, let's revisit the Apollo 10 mission in 1969. As the spacecraft embarked on its final test flight to the moon, a pivotal moment occurred when it gracefully glided past the lunar surface. What makes this tale particularly intriguing is the astronauts' encounter with peculiar signals emanating from the dark side of the moon. That mysterious hemisphere perpetually hidden from our view due to tidal locking. Imagine the anticipation and curiosity that enveloped the lunar module as it sailed through the shadowy realms of the unseen lunar surface. However, the astronauts were met with a dilemma. The unearthly sounds they captured were so unusual, so ethereal, that they hesitated to report their findings to NASA. The fear loomed that their accounts might not be taken seriously, potentially jeopardizing their inclusion in future space missions. One can only fathom the internal conflict that ensued as they grappled with the decision to unveil these cosmic mysteries. The audio they captured added an extra layer of mystique to the scenario.
That is the indicated sound down the space heat, isn't it? Do you hear that whistling sound?
The very nature of the sound sparked an otherworldly imagination, igniting thoughts of extraterrestrial melodies wafting through the cosmic void. However, NASA, ever the voice of reason, offered a scientific explanation, attributing the sound to radio waves interacting due to their proximity. Yet, despite the reassurance of a rational explanation, one can't help but imagine the awe and perhaps a hint of trepidation that lingered in the minds of those astronauts. The dark side of the moon had revealed its enigmatic symphony, leaving an indelible mark on the Apollo 10 mission, and adding a touch of cosmic spookiness to the annals of space exploration history. Galileo's Ganymede encounter. In an unexpected turn of cosmic horror, Jupiter finds itself surpassed by one of its smaller moons, Ganymede. In 2021, as the Galileo space probe made its way past Ganymede, it picked up a peculiar recording. These sounds, attributed to satellite radiation, present an enigmatic audio experience. It remains uncertain whether they resemble the ambience of a warm and sunny day in the jungle or the eerie sensation of thousands of bats patiently awaiting the night. NASA's Cosmic Mixtape. Moreover, back in 2017, NASA dropped its coolest mixtape on SoundCloud. It's basically a hand-picked selection of spooky sounds from space, all set to get us in the Halloween spirit. The playlist description promises some brand new creepy sounds straight from the depths of space. Thanks to data collected by NASA's spacecraft, it's like the universe's very own Halloween soundtrack.